But either way, we are here today, and we are going to be hatching a legendary. Do we have a spot for him? I actually don't think I ever made room. Oh no, don't do this to me, game. Who's being relegated to the death chamber? Actually, we can put our heart's dragon in the death chamber, can't we? Nice glasses. Why, thank you. These are, the best shades you're ever going to see. How have the divine chests been? Don't ask questions like that. You'll make me cry. Anyway, here we go. We've got our legendary Aries dragon to hatch. And I have to say, I really, really like his egg. Really do like his egg, just in general. But there he is. Cute little baby. Let's gamble. No, we're busy hatching this boy. So the Aries dragons are full of courage and ambition. They lead with their heart and never slow down, which can sometimes get them in trouble. But if you befriend one, you'll have a friend for life. How wholesome is that? Look at him falling asleep. Silly boy over there. Anyway, let's go pop him in. What method did I use for Aries? I don't remember. Was it Kitsune and Wind? I think it was Kitsune and Wind. Either way, there's one dragon that goes towards timeless beauty. We're not going to get the other two, so let's give up on that idea while we're ahead. But little Glan, hello little Glan, come and get it. Aries is okay to hatch now? Yes, it's okay to hatch him now. Here he is. Blah, 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 blah. I do like his design though. Although I will say that I really liked the blue design that they popped out for him as well. It's just everyone sort of panicked because they were like, oh my god, Aries is a fire dragon, he's not a water dragon, what are you doing? So then they changed it back to red again, which is pretty funny. Is it hard to get Kitsune? No, you just have to do a lot of dungeon stuff. But he's a cool guy. We'll do some battles with him in a sec, but we do also have our other dragon to hatch as well with this cool egg. Cool AF egg. Yeah, this soundtrack is from Mario Kart music. Oh, look at him! Oh, I knew I loved this dragon. I love him in his baby form as well. So the runic dragon seems to be made of some sort of living alien technology from another dimension. This trainer can only imagine what its homeworld looks like because the dragon ain't talking. Oh, that's a shame. And he's also fallen asleep. Pretty cool. Even though he's only a rare with energy and earth, I actually like him. Dungeon fights are hard for you? Oh, that kind of sucks. Let's pop him in. Look behind me. There's only a mirror back there. I could party with Elton John. Oh, that is such a good idea, actually. But either way, we've got him as part of that collection. 55 more points. Coolio, Julio. And here he is. Wrong video. What you even speaking, Emmanuel? I don't know what it is about this dragon. I think it's because he looks like some sort of like a valiant knight is why I like him. I don't know, I just think he's a massive cutie pie. I'm not ignoring you, Vaish. Again, if you keep saying that again, I've already warned you in past live streams, you're just gonna get banned. Oh, but look at him! I like that there's like holes between his wings, so it's sort of like Rayman, how parts of his body just link to each other through some like otherworldly technology or gravity or something. Can I explain the upcoming event? Which one? There's like 3 different events coming up. Got a thing for knights? Sometimes I will say. They just look so cool in armor. Like, this dragon is just so cool for a rare. I really, really like the design that they put out for that. Let's go and try and breed another legendary. Get duplicate. Alright, not quite that lucky. How's my day? I mean, it's only 10 AM. It's only just started. But either way, I did say that we were gonna fight with our new legendary. So where's a level 10 fight that we can do? Like this one? Yeah, that's a little bit high. Yeah, this one should be good. So here we go. Give me Glan. Give me... Oh my god, I have to scroll forever. And then we'll pop another one in. Webs. Let's go. You love my vids? Thank you, Emmanuel. I'm glad to have you here. Or if you're leaving, I'm glad that you could join us this morning. How long have I played the game for? Over 4 years now. Your butt is itchy? I get that a lot when I sit down for a long time. But again, the runic looks legendary to me. I don't know why he's a rare. You just woke up? You just wake up and you come to join me. It's beautiful. But yeah, hello Kenneth. Kenneth, I don't remember if I already said hello to you or not. You need divine tickets. Everyone needs divine tickets, dude. We need like thousands of them to even come close to getting Chrono Zeus on average. You hate this divine event? Well, this is what like all the other divine events were like, so I don't know what you were expecting, to be honest. I wish the glasses would stop falling off my head. Are they really that big? Are they designed for someone with a ginormous face? I don't think my head was that small. Radiations, exactly. They're like gamer goggles, you know, the ones that you wear to stop your eyes from getting really destroyed when you play games for too long. Welcome back, Freddy. You expected a castle event at the start? Well, they already told us when each event would be actually coming. So, you clearly didn't look at the event timetable. You feel sorry for anyone who spent gems on the solo event? What, like the mini event? Is this from Super Mario 3D World? No, it's all from Mario Kart games. I think this is like one of the farm levels or something. I actually don't remember what level this is from. Well, either way, what else are we gonna do in DML? So we've already done all of our hatching. Oh, actually, we can pop our sunset dragon in, can't we? Where is he? There he is. So we'll pop him in, and he will hatch in like 22 hours. That's pretty cool. Again, if your account gets deleted, just get in contact with Gameloft support and they can get it back for you. No need to panic and just go, woe is me, my life is over. You and your sister are watching together. What an intriguing thing to choose to watch together. Like some people go, let's watch a movie. Nah, not for you. Do I like ducks? Sometimes. I think ducks are just like people though. You know, sometimes you'll meet some nice ducks. Sometimes you'll meet some horrible ducks. Especially wild ones. Some of them are very feisty. You still haven't got the Aries? It's only day 6, dude. Don't panic. Happened ages ago. I think there is a time limit, but you can still try and get in contact with them, and if you know the code of the account, they still might be able to do something for you. Alright, Vaish, that's it. You're being put in timeout. Next time you say it again, that's it. Permaban coming your way. You think I'm joking? You think I'm joking? Test me. Test me. Who wants a ban? I'm looking at the chat. Why would I search for the FNAF team clan? The problem with everyone asking, search my clan, search my clan, search my clan, is a lot of the time the clans that they tell me to search for aren't even on the same platform, which means I can't see them. And then it just becomes a bunch of time of me doing absolutely nothing because you just waste my time. So I don't do it for that reason. Because can you imagine if every single person was like, look at my clan, look at my clan, look at my clan, and say half of them were people that were on a different platform and it didn't work? It's like, oh, look, a solid 5 minutes of wasted time doing nothing. How about no? You want to see how it looks? It would just look the same as how it looks to you. You don't want to ban banana? Are you sure? Are you sure? You sure you don't want to ban? I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying that that's the reason that I don't do it, because so many times where people just, are not aware how the, you know, cross-server, cross-platform sort of thing works in the game. So... You are just waiting for the answer why you go crazy. What? Nanny? You got the new Divine Dragons? Pixar, it didn't happen, Harry. You're too poor to super chat? Well, there's the reminder that anyone that does super chat gets to ear rape everyone in the chat and me. So, you know, maybe if we see Frombox in that return, maybe they'll be looking to capitalize on that again. Kratos? Yeah, to be fair, Kratos would be cool, but I don't know if they'd include it in a game like this. I think he's a little bit too blood hungry. Bloodthirsty. Mega Boy, hello! You have 31 pieces of Chrono Zeus. I'm pretty sure I have like 11 or something. You always watch a new video that I post. Glad to hear it. At least the YouTube algorithm is sort of working. You know, I never ever used to use the recommended feed or anything. Like, if I wanted to watch videos, I would only watch them by going onto people's channels manually. So I pretty much never ever missed a video. Ever. That's always been my way of doing it, but I don't really go out of my way to look at other YouTube content anymore. It's just like, when you've got your own stuff to do, there's just not enough time in a day to watch everyone else and do your own thing. You don't have any Divine and you want one? Good luck. Hopefully you can get some out of the castle event that's coming. You can't chat anymore? Rest in rip. Have fun! My hair is awesome, it's just to the side, that's all. What's my code add to? Do I know GameX? I know of him, yes. Hope I'm having a good day. It's just started, it is like the morning for me. Sort of. 10 AM is still sort of the morning, period. It's like the end of the morning. You're waiting for the Jollibee delivery. What? What, Jollibee the company? How many diamonds did I spend for the Chrono event? Probably like 20. And that was skipping just for like the beginning of videos, just to show people how it worked. Apart from that, I have not. But thank you, Tanja! You just keep saying that you're hungry. How hungry can you be? Oh, I only just realized he was level 30. Oh well, does not matter. Conquer 2 mines, we can do that. It's easy enough. No! I've gone in with the wrong team. Oh no. Alright, let's swap it up to our actual squad, shall we? Can I remove my glasses? No. I am physically incapable of doing so. You've ate duck? Yeah, I had duck like, what, 2 weeks ago now? Pretty weird. Compared to like chicken. Oh, whatever, we'll just do any of these. Does not matter which one we do. What is my code of DML? I just said it, add 2. You just got the springtime. Do you have a chance of getting 60 tickets? Not anymore, I'm afraid. It is too late for you to actually do that now. Oh no! Prepare your ears. Oh no. Oh no, Visa, you've terrified me. I don't know why I say it, Visa. I'm preparing the inevitable. Ah! There we go. I hope that woke up anyone that was trying to fall asleep, but yes, Visa, that's what I'm going to call you right now for this live stream only. Thank you for that $2 donation. Appreciate it very much for you being here, and obviously, you know, keeping people company in the Discord as well. And who just subbed? Ibrahim. Thank you for subscribbling as well, Ibrahim. I'm glad to have you here as well. Do I like GameX? That's a tough question for me because GameX has done some things in the past that I really don't agree with, so I don't know him well enough to judge him as a person, but I don't like some of the things that he's done in the past. So, you know, I'm not judging him right now, but I don't like the fact that he still has videos up on his channel of him hacking the game, regardless of which account that's on, because that is against TOS. And plus some of the other personal stuff that happens in DML Club I do not agree with at all. Did I marry? No, I'm engaged. I'm not married yet. That's the best music. It's just, what is it, running in the 90s? You want a duck dragon? I want one too. I want two. Oh, this is the Mario Kart Wii menu music. See, I'm remembering all of these songs. My favorite divine of the event? Probably Chrono Hades, to be honest, which is kind of strange because I actually don't like his design at all, but I prefer it to the other two, so hey. GameX just shows off. No, he just spends an awful lot of money rather than doing the events normally, which is something I don't agree with, because the way that I try and do videos is, you know, when events come out, rather than me just spending like $100 on gems, I genuinely try and do the events so that then, you know, new players or players that, you know, just enjoy the game in general know what to expect, like how easy or how difficult it is. Because if you just spend your way through every event, you're not actually helping anyone, like, understand how the events work. So let's just say that we have a difference in opinion about how the game should be played. And plus, I don't agree that the game should be as expensive as they make it with microtransactions. So hey, try to play School of Dragons? No, I don't like mobile games. Unfortunately, School of Dragons is like just another version of DML, so why don't I just play DML instead? How old am I? I am 20. I almost said 18. I would have been a few years behind. You don't have the game? A few people are still here that don't play the game or don't have the game. Some people have never even seen DML in their life. You don't watch anyone who doesn't speak on a mic? I used to be like, well, I used to be the opposite, where I would only watch people that did no commentary back in the day, but the thing is, I think with the way that everything's gone, you know, adding commentary or, you know, editing montages and stuff like that, you know, just when you throw clips together, it's a lot more effort than just flat gameplay for like a solid, I don't know, 40 minutes, for example. Did you kiss your fiancé yet? Vaish, is that you on that account? If it is, that one's getting permed. That is so you, isn't it? If you like HTTYD, hey, Hen, it's great games CX. I have no idea what you just said. I mean, let's think about it. If you want to think about it, I don't even have to answer your question. Who gets engaged without kissing the person that they're with? Do you know that little about that individual? Are you that, like, not connected to them? Remember, in the West, arranged marriages are not normal. In fact, I'm not sure, are they illegal over here? I don't think they're illegal, but I'm pretty sure that the government does go, let's not do that over in these countries. So you gotta remember, it's not quite the same as, you know, say India. Yeah, but I don't... The only reason I'm still playing DML to this day is just because I'm so invested in the community that we've built. Like, in general, I don't really like games like DML that much. Like, I don't like having to wait, I don't like non-skill-based games, I don't like microtransactions. So if you say, hey, this game's like DML, you'll like it, the answer is, so I won't like it then. And Angela, hello, Ali, Eva, hello to all of you. My favourite divine of the whole game? I don't know. I don't think there's ever been a divine that I've, like, loved better than most dragons, but I have to say I'm waiting on Apollo. Still. You don't know foreign thing, you are in India. Arranged marriages are not normal, nor are they a good thing. Kian Gallagher! Hello, there you go. You know, I used to have a teacher called Mr. Gallagher. I think, was he an Australian teacher or was he an English teacher? I actually don't even remember, to be honest. Aphrodite Swanky. I do appreciate her confidence, I will say that. Favorite divine is the duck dragon. Ha 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 ha. Very, very funny, very cool. My favorite legendary by design, not stats and elements. Oh, I don't know at this point. I would have to get up like a full list or set of image files of every legendary if I wanted to do that properly, because I genuinely do not remember all of them off the top of my head, because I'll go, I kind of like this one, but then if I looked at the list, I'd be like, oh, I forgot about this one. Will I open divine chests? Today, no, because I don't have any available on the account. Do remember that we do have events coming up though, so I will wait for those. Are we actually going to fail this? For goodness sake, why do you have so many of them? Yeah, we missed this by 10%. That kind of sucks. We could have done that if I'd have focused, but I was busy reading chat. Oh well, I never use potions anyway. Does not matter to me. I don't like any of these quests. I guess we'll just start off with arena fights anyway, 'cause why not? So where is Andy? Andy! There he is. You didn't get the divine event? You need to get in contact with Game Loft support. I have heard about the divine event just not showing up at all for some people, which is kind of scary. Especially since sometimes it takes them forever to get back, but you have to get in contact with them. Would you like a duck dragon with goddess, shadow, and plant? Maybe? When they released Apollo, do I want to use him instead of Sani? I think by that time, Sani will probably be fully upgraded, so probably not. What is a time habitat? It's just a different... It's like a reskin for a legendary habitat, that's all. Can you get the Aries with springtime and earth? Yes, you can, Ibrahim. It's a very good combo. Alright, have fun, David! I think we can do this one. Right? You should be able to. But yeah, time habitats, you can just get them through the Whatsamahoo-ha. The Dragon Collector leaderboard point milestones. Talkia, hello! Alright, have fun, Tanja! What is my favourite and least favourite basic design? Hello, Danielle, by the way. Oh, Dianelle, actually. I don't know, basic dragon designs. I do like the water dragon because of how derpy he is. And probably my least favourite is probably the void dragon. Like that sort of... If we're going by the body types and the basic dragons, like the single element dragons. What's your favourite and least favourite? Have you thought about what you will do once all of your team is fully upgraded? Literally, arena fights and that's it. Nothing in particular, because there's nothing in particular bonus that we get. Hello, Wadded Star! And Abdelaziz, hello! One question, you have Vapor level 30 and is so broken. Vapor? What do you mean by Vapor? You like me? I like you too, Red. Thank you for joining us in the channel today. Spain. What about Spain? I went there once when I was like 2, I think. Can we at least get Poseidon? It's unlikely if you're a free-to-play player that you're gonna get Poseidon. It's extremely unlikely that you're gonna get even close to getting Chrono Zeus if you're a free-to-play player. What's my favorite element, excluding Legendary and Divine? Plant and Shadow. Is Full Dragon... Oh, sweet, we got the breeding token. Is the Full Dragon good to put into a team? It's alright. It's not the best dragon in the game, but it's alright. Like, you gotta remember that the main problem is Divines are just better than Legendaries. So, you're better off just, you know, collecting Divines from this current event and just using them instead. Thank you, Tanja. Your friend is stuck doing homework. Blech. Blech. Why is Broken Vapor Dragon? I don't even know what dragon you're talking about. When is the Zodiac Year collection starting? It already has. Like, even though the collection isn't out for most players, it is out for a very select few players. But the Divine Collection has already begun, so you can hatch your Aries Dragon and it will count towards it without worry. How many pieces do I have of the Poseidon? Like 0. I have 55 for Poseidon and 17 of Zeus. You can't watch while doing your homework. Get it over and done with! It's boring math. Well, yeah. It's gonna be boring. Go to the global chat. Why? You're not gonna have posted a naughty word in there, are you? I am gonna post chicken in the global chat, and that is it. There you go. I have joined global chat for you. Most people aren't even gonna be in the same server chat as me anyway. The GL meaning good luck, not game loft. I like how that has to be, like, made apparent. It's like, oh, by the way, I'm not referring to that GL, I'm referring to this GL. There's, like, no one here anyway. Oh, wait, I just left the chat. Yeah, there's, like, nothing going on in global chat most of the time. Hi to Lady XD, she's a nice person. What? Oh my god, these glasses are actually killing my eyesight. Ah! Ah, it's like the light! I'm blind! Ah! Oh! Trying to get used to, like, the actual room lighting after taking off sunglasses is painful. Ugh. Which Zodiac am I? I'm Gemini. But yeah, someone has gotten the Chrono Dragons already. At least Chrono Zeus. Indeed, they have. The problem is, they've spent an awful lot of money to do that. I would not recommend doing so. You hope you get Hermes and Chrono Hades? Same. I hope everyone can at least get those two. Yeah, I don't know why the collections are only for select people. It's really, really weird. Like, I don't know why. Don't know why. In the Ultimate Collection, the Ultimate Prize isn't loading. Oh yeah, I saw that on the forums. Yeah, I think we'll just wait this one out. So we'll do this epic recipe. We will reset the common. Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good. How much money do I reckon I've spent on the game? It's really difficult to tell because all of the gem stuff that I buy has always been on sale, like by quite a lot usually. So it honestly could be an estimate within $1,000 and be completely wrong, but I don't think I've spent more than 1,000. I don't think I ever have spent over 1,000 to this day, but I don't remember. They've used Hex to get some chronos? Well, then they're gonna get banned. And Sue Sandal, hello! Just get double infection. Pandemic is awful, comparatively. Is DML your only game? No. I mean, I upload videos of other games as well, so I don't know why you would assume DML's the only game I play. I spend more time playing other games than I playing DML every day. Maybe they're just testing them? Yeah, but they've been testing the other collections for like, what, 6 months now? I'm actually helping my clan. So you don't say it. Don't say it. You'll make me feel really bad. Oh, 25 gems! Oh, I'll take it. Beautiful chest right there. I did a mastery guide for every element. It is a little bit outdated now because those were done like, what, 3 years ago now? Something like that. Some of them are still true, but yeah, those are pretty old now. It's like when I randomly take stuff out of the ruins and I get another random 20, I'm like, what are you doing to me, game? You're too kind. Is Verdrake good? About as good as any other epic, which means not really. You know, the game's just at the point now where every epic sucks, every legendary is bad comparatively to every divine, and every divine sucks comparatively to the exception divine, so does it even matter at this point? You always wanted to be as good at me as me at DML. But how can you say that? DML isn't a skill-based game. Like, if this actually had proper skill to it, I would go, wow, that's cute, but the thing is, there's no skill involved in a game like this. There's knowledge, sure, but there's no mechanical skill or anything like that involved, so I don't really know why you'd say that. Because again, it's like, how do you compare people in terms of skill in DML when there's no such thing involved, you know? Yeah, the beach race, you know it. I know it. How do you get the Hermes and Kronos dragon? Oh, the Chrono Hades. You just have to complete the castle event when it comes out. So, if you really, really don't know what castle events are, then I would suggest that you just type into, like, YouTube, castle event DML, and then you can look at mine, for example, because I do try and explain how they work. So you can just go and search up a castle event guide, go and watch it, and see how they operate. Why can you get free refresh VIP? Can you see the Taurus on the DML wiki? I don't think he's out on the DML wiki yet. I don't think he's technically supposed to be out yet. Would I choose Loki or Autumn? Loki. He's outright better than the Autumn Dragon. Alright, have fun, Tanja! On March 22nd, do the castle event. I don't remember the exact dates for everything, so I trust you. Do you think Chrono Hades is going to be hard to get? Possibly. I mean, I've always thought that DML events in particular have always been too demanding for most players to get. It's mostly because, you know, if you have anything to do, like say you work for 10 hours a day, which quite a lot of people do, but if you work 10 hours a day, it's like, oh, well, your chances of finishing the event if you play on PC are like 0 most of the time, which is really annoying. Alright, have fun, Josefa! Do you want to see the codex entry and base stats for the Taurus? I mean, the problem is, why isn't the wiki updated yet? Why do they not just tell people that have that special version of the game that it's this different version of the game? Because you get people that keep sharing everything, but then DML or Gameloft are like, we don't want everyone to have that info yet. Then why have you given it to select players? It's your exam tomorrow? Oh god. Good luck, Tokia. I hated exams, I hated learning at school, so power to you, friendo. If you don't get it, that means no Chrono Aphrodite. Indeed, it's very unfortunate. You like the steel dragon because of its powerful and cool design? I think he looks a bit weird, personally. You want the snow pelt? Same! Yeah, two liesses in the CIA. Are they gonna release Chrono Egyptians? We don't know at this point. Literally anything could happen. They change their mind all the time. They change which dragons become available. Like, at one point they said, the Divines aren't going to be released again. And then they were like, oh wait, yeah they are. And then they said, Apollo's going to get released soon. And then they were like, oh actually, no he's not. So, just don't assume anything at this point. What's up, you mom? Up is the sky. That's exactly the sort of response I wanted to see. Thank you for that, Tanja. Guitar exams? Seems kind of weird phrasing it like that, don't you think? I'm gonna take my guitar exam. I don't know. It's just a bit weird to me. Oh, it's this song! Was this the credit music? But yeah, anyway. Yeah, I know that image is very reliable. That we had forever ago. Oh, you got the 60 tickets? Good luck. Hopefully you get some divine pieces out of that aren't just like single pieces. You're from Indonesia. Cute. You have school for 8.5 hours. Very fun. You found a game file called Revised Dragon. Revised might just mean, like, redone. Yeah, getting tickets is kind of a pain in the butt cheeks, but I am gonna finish the mini-event on my Android account. In how long? Probably in, like, another 20 hours? Which we do have just about enough time for that, since we've got, like, how long left in the event? A day and an hour, so it's gonna be kind of close, but we should be able to finish it. You've got 51 pieces for Chrono Zeus. You've actually gotten some pretty good luck then. Although I guess it depends on how many chests you've opened. Don't tell me it's like 2,000 chests. Please? You only have one legendary, you suck. Just keep trying to breed legendaries. Whenever you see the monthlies, just go for it. No reason not to. Oh, level 137. Sweet. Do I have any hobbies outside of gaming? I used to like playing stuff like badminton. Unfortunately for me, because of my physical, like, medical problems, I'm not able to do sports the way that I want to play them. Like, I remember the last time I tried to play badminton. And you know, it was fine, it was dandy. You know, it's fun, it's badminton. And, you know how in tennis and stuff like that, you have to go, like, left to right really quickly because you know it's a fast sport? Problem is, my legs don't work properly, and so, as I went from left to right, my leg just crumbled under itself. And then I had, like, some random old guy coming over. He thought I'd, like, died or something. So, every time I have tried to get back into sports, I've always had something happen, unfortunately. So, I can't really do any of that anymore. I used to paint and draw a lot, but I just get sort of... what's the word? I just want it to be done quickly, but you can't really rush art. So I just sort of get bored when I do it. But You know, it's more so like I have to spend so much time playing games, especially competitive games, that it's sort of hard to focus on the other hobbies anyway. And then plus if I can't hold the pen properly, that doesn't help, so. Please use Indonesian subtitles. I don't speak Indonesian, so that's not gonna happen. Can I give you some tips about how to complete the castle event? Log in frequently, honestly. Have a team of evenly leveled dragons with as many elements as you can, and log in frequently. The reason they released the springtime is because they wanted to release it with the divine event like before. I don't think so. I think they released it because, well, there's a chance it could be for that, but also the springtime's really good for the Dragon of the Month breeding, and they have done that before, where they've intentionally given out a certain dragon that's good for the Dragon of the Month breed, so it could be either of them. Do I like drawing? Again, I used to. I still do like doing it every now and then, it's just I get, that's the word, impatient. I get way too impatient with it. Because, you know, if I spend too long drawing something, I can't hold the pen properly. It's like when I play Osu, at max I can play the game for like 50 minutes before I get to the point where I lose all feeling in my hand. So, it's like how once at school, my hand was so dead that I had to go in with like a cast on, basically. Or it all bandaged up, and everyone thought I'd like broken my arm. It's like, oh no, I'm trying to give myself grip strength. Pretty funny. It's like, no, I haven't broken my bones, don't worry, I haven't been in an accident. There's a fun side of building and painting. Oh yeah, there is. Some people enjoy, you know, the creative process to it. But I just get way too impatient. I don't know, I'm usually a really patient person, but it's just when it comes to like making artwork, that's something I can't be patient with. I don't know why. RC racing. Quadcopters. Now I don't really delve into anything like that, personally. Can I draw my own DML fan art? Again, whenever I go, yeah, I'm gonna draw something, it ends up becoming like, I'm gonna open up paint and then draw a dragon in like 10 seconds. And that's like the extent of it. I have done my own pictures of DML dragons before, but they've all been like really, really quick sketches, basically. Do I watch other DML YouTubers? I watch other people's content if they say, go, hey Quacks, I'm a new channel, this is what I've been doing. And then sometimes I'll go through and I'll, you know, take a look, see what they're doing, see what the deal is, you know. But if you're talking about other more popular people, I don't really know of any DML channels anyway, but no, the answer is I don't really watch anyone else. Like, I'm happy to, you know, look at other people's content and see what they're doing, especially if they want advice. But apart from that, I don't really watch other content at all. Like, whatever I make is just completely my own thing. Like, I'll see info and I'll be like, okay, people want to know this info, let's post it. Or I'll see a new event, I'll be like, let's do the event. You're glad I read the chat, not only the donations. Everyone should do that. Obviously, if you've got people with like 50,000 people chat, that's sort of difficult. But they still should be reading the chat, because otherwise what's the point of live streaming, right? Because if you just want to sit there and play the game, you might as well just turn the chat off altogether at that point. I guess it gives people the facade that they actually are reading, right? CEO of Lungs. Is that like a restaurant chain? The others are telling that there are at least 6 new dragons coming, or 7. Well, with the Zodiac collection, we've got 11 new dragons aside from Aries, including Taurus. But there probably are even more dragons in the image files. PewDiePie or T-Series? I've been watching PewDiePie for like 8 years. I didn't even hear about T-Series until last year, so... You know, that's gonna be the answer from me. Even if I did live in India, T-Series has never really been a thing for me. Oh no! Visa, oh no. Ah! Visa, you said, I hope this works. It certainly did work. Thank you so much for another $2 donation. You know, I'm going to be buying so many quantities of Mountain Dew with that. No, I'm just kidding. It's only a meme what's put there. You know, all the donation money that I get, it does... I do end up putting it into PayPal, and PayPal stuff usually goes towards, you know, clam deals and stuff like that. So I do try and put donations back into, you know, actually making content, rather than just, you know, splurging on random garbage that I don't need. But thank you, Visa, for that. What's the point of First Strike, Tanja? First Strike gives you more damage on your first attack. So, the use of First Strike is to one-shot a dragon that you couldn't one-shot otherwise, which is why it's really good in the arena. The constellations of Spring Collection need Aries, Taurus, and a third dragon. Yeah, they're not advertising it yet. Hamood, welcome back! Can I wear the glasses again? They screwed with my eyes. Look, they're here. They're here. Wait, maybe I could do this. Wait. That works, right? As long as I don't fall off. Maybe if I duck for a while. It's just, it messed with my eyes. I don't trust doing it again. Oh, Amateur Potato and Soccer Gaming, hello! Huge Dragon. Can you imagine what would happen if PewDiePie actually played DML? It would never happen, but can you imagine what the global chat would look like for like a week after that? It might add some like extra people to the DML community in general, which might be cool, but you know, that's all what ifs and will never happens. Monarch's henchman on Venture Bros. How old of a show is that? Or reference? I actually don't know what it is. Do I? I feel like I should know what it is. It's like, you know when you remember something and it's like, wait, do I know what that is? It sounds oddly familiar. Baby Snowpelt Dragon is the cutest thing ever. You know, there have been quite a lot of dragons that have been coming out recently-ish that actually are so... They're just... Mwah, bellissimo! They're beautiful. Especially some of the babies. Okay, that sounded a little bit creepy. Sorry about that. Ooh, especially babies. Num 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 num. Yeah, let's not go around saying that too often. You die every time you see something cute. That's the problem with DML. The games are made to, you know, invoke those feelings. God damn you, Gameloft! You just snapped your finger? What, like you went full clonk? Does sound a little bit painful, I will admit. Sing I'm a Banana. I honestly don't know what that song is, nor would I sing it anyway. But if we get the Zodiac Year collection, we will get the collections with Snowpelt. Who knows? Maybe they'll just never ever release that to anyone else? Ask Gameloft. No idea. How do you get a dragon on the mystery event? What mystery event? What do you mean? What dragons are the best for beginners? You're better off starting off with some really easy epics to breed. Like, I did make a video about this a long time ago now, about the best epics to breed for new players. And they're generally the easiest dragons to breed that have elements like plant. So, a good set of dragons that are really good for really early are like the agave dragon, / agave if you want to say it properly. Then the orange dragon's pretty good. The regal dragon's pretty good as well. But eventually you will want to move on to, you know, shadow dragons, light dragons, legendaries, and then divines eventually. Rosen Lundskolan. Where the heck is that? You're sad? Why, dragon? What happened? Fireball, Peacock, Submarine, Snowpelt, Verdrake, and Begonia. I think that's the listing. I don't remember if there's any others. I'm a banana, I'm a banana, I'm a banana, look at me move, yeah, yeah. I am so glad I don't know that song. You asked and they didn't respond, you sent it 2 weeks ago? What, is that Game Loft support? Unfortunately, that's what happens with GL support. They do take a while. When is the dragon hatching? We already did that, like, 50 minutes ago, I'm afraid. If you want to see it, you'll probably want to watch the VOD over when... Because, you know, the live stream will go up, and then, hopefully, as soon as I can, the VOD will go up with it. And then you should be able to watch it through. And now, sub. Yeah, sub, I dare ya. When you lose at DML, you said WTF. Okay. Okie dokie. This is a Mario Kart song. They've all been Mario Kart songs. Is this from the volcano level? I just get an odd feeling that it's related to something. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Win more arena fights, I guess. We got a clam for today, which is mwah. Thank you for more gems. Yeah, we'll do this one. I live in the UK. Or is it a canyon? You're a Mario Kart pro racer? You know, I used to play Mario Kart way back when on the Wii, and I used to put up, like, top 20 scores quite a lot. Like, I think the Shy Guy Beach was, like, my best map. Because I always used to use Dry Bones on... Oh, what's the bike? I don't remember which bike it was, but I used to pop on Shy Guy Beach. The donation bar hasn't gone up, is that normal? Has it not? That's weird actually, if it hasn't. I can't see from here. If the donation bar has not gone up, then I'm assuming that that's probably a Streamlabs issue. But just ignore it. We know that the percentile is higher than that. So, yeah, I'm sorry about that, but... Yeah, sometimes Streamlabs does have its problems, so we just have to, you know, deal with it. Oh, the duck. The dancing duck. Where is he? Down there? He's dancing to the Mario Kart tunes. You got full gold trophies? Well, yeah, I also 100% of the game, but... We're talking about multiplayer stats, dude. Or, like, time trial stats. Give me some of your time trial stats if you're such a pro gamer. You paid through Google PayPal? No, there shouldn't be any issues. We've had other people pay through that before. But... no, it should be fine, Visa, but... you know, I appreciate it regardless. Even if it didn't go through, I appreciate the thought. But I'm sure it probably did. But, you know, it takes a few hours sometimes for everything to process, but just blame Streamlabs. Does GameX really use hacks? Not on his main account. He just buys everything on his main account. However, he has hacked on secondary accounts before, which is against the game's TOS. And considering that I've had my own videos threatened to be pulled down for literally nothing anywhere near as bad, I really hate the fact that he's still allowed to have videos up of him hacking the game. Same with anyone. Nobody should be allowed to have any public content of them hacking. It's like with Apex. There are people live streaming them using hacks and really game-breaking exploits live. And I'm like, why are you allowed to do that? You can report people through Twitch for cheating in-game, but, you know, stuff doesn't happen fast enough. People get to, like, level 100, and they've been hacking the whole time. It's like, surely something should have been done before that, because it just sets such a bad example. Curse you, Streamlabs! Wee! Yeah, this is the ranking screen, isn't it? / multiplayer connection. Why plant get nerfed infection? Oh, you're talking about forever ago. It's Rainbow Road! But the reason plant got its nerf was because plant was incredibly overpowered. Unfortunately, it still is. So I'm really glad that they tried to do something, but it's still too good. You read his description and it said he's sponsored by Gameloft. Yeah, I saw someone talking about that. He's not sponsored by Gameloft. Like, someone that I speak to tried to reach out to him about it, and they said, you do realize that you're not allowed to lie about this because Gameloft don't sponsor in that way, right? And I don't know what happened. They just told me that that's what got said. Maybe you can blame that on his poor English, but to say that you're sponsored, air quotes, by someone that you're literally not, is illegal. So, I mean, it's like me sitting here saying, I am sponsored by Monster, for example. They could literally sue me for claiming that, because if you claim that you're sponsored by someone, even though you're not, you could be setting a really bad image for that company, so you're not allowed to do that. So, you know, I just don't appreciate people lying in general. Don't appreciate hacking, don't appreciate lying. Whether that's caused by bad English or not, there's no excuse for it. Again, that's not just directed at him, it's directed at anyone that does that. Like, I'm not just trying to crap on him or anything. People are genuinely asking me these questions, and I do not agree with a lot of the practices that people do. It's like on Twitch, you get some people that just stream under the completely wrong game, and you know that they're just doing it so that they can get more viewership, right? It's like on YouTube, if you try and swap your game over sometimes, it just does not work. Like, it rarely works for me. I'm like, I don't want to be that person that's like begging for extra attention or views saying I play a different game to what I'm actually playing. So sometimes it's not people's fault. But what do you mean, Myrene, about different DML designs? Do you mean platform? And if you're talking about babifying Tulius, I'd say Sunset, maybe? But yeah, the way that Gameloft works with their sponsorship stuff, it's not the same as other companies. Especially the way that Gameloft does it in general. Do you think that the next Dragon of the Month will be a Zodiac sign? Yes, they confirmed that the next 11 dragons in a row will be fitting the Zodiac theme. You're gonna ask again, what is my favorite dragon? Read the description, it's in there. Or it should be. But fine, I'll answer you. My 3 favorite dragons. I can't pick an outright favorite, are the Imperial, the Caterpillar, and the Dark Eyes dragon. You keep 2 dragons, 1 adult, 1 baby for extra gold. If you can afford the space, like if you have a ton of extra spots, always keep as many dragons as you can. You don't like the Taurus design and you're a Taurus? Feels bad, dude. Every month till February will be Zodiac dragons. Every single dragon of the next year will be a Zodiac dragon, is what they said. What part of England am I from? I was born in Northern England. Well, I think it's classed as North, but I live near London now, which is southeast. What do you mean, can I fight with 1 dragon? Like, just Andy? Ah! They've fallen! Help, I've fallen and I cannot get up! Like, if you want me to fight with just Andy, it literally makes no difference. You like the Chrono Zeus? I'm glad you do, because I don't. You want to go to London? It's not that special, it's just a lot of buildings and a lot of shops. How do you get a dragon from a nursery event? You keep hatching. Like, most nursery events, what happens is you have to hatch dragons worth X amount of points. And very rarely you will get dragon rewards based off of, you know, a certain point milestone. So the idea is to save as many epics and legendaries in your inventory as you can for those events. I recall you didn't get Caterpillar at the boss event and you have the Caterpillar. Nope, I've missed him both times now. Very unfortunate. What do you think the elements are going to be for the Taurus? It's confirmed to be Fire Earth, isn't it? I think it's confirmed to be Fire and Earth anyway. Do I live alone? Yeah, technically speaking. Can you show us around your house? My webcam is connected to my PC. I can't. There's no way for me to do that. Apologies. I keep feeling these glasses moving, and it's making me really anxious. You memorize all Mario Kart songs? You probably couldn't name every single one of them off the top of your head. I am willing to bet that. Because some of them sound really similar to each other as well. Not many. I will say that Mario Kart soundtracks are pretty top tier. Same with most Nintendo soundtracks. This one, I believe, is the summit. Can you help me with timers? Oh god, I don't do anything friend related. See, people always say, add me to your friends list so I can be your friend. Guys, I don't touch the friends list ever. This is why, you know, despite the fact that my friends list is full, I'm just being honest with you. I don't like wasting, like, 20 minutes of my day gifting people in game. I don't blame people for not wanting to gift me. Go ahead and don't gift me, I don't care. I literally don't. But yes, like I said, hyper. Basically, I do live alone. We gotta see my house. You know, some people are just curious, which is fair. But the only problem is I can't do it. Plus, remember that unless people outright go out of their way to clean their house every single morning, most people's houses are pretty messy. Again, why would you clean every room in your house unless you had a proper reason to? Like, there are probably 3 rooms in this house that I never even go in. So, a lot of the time they just get used as, like, storage. So it's like, why would I clean those rooms? I have a room just full of clothes at the moment. You really want to see that? A messy room with clothes all over the chairs? What is my favorite dragon from my collection? Imperial. Your flat looks so bad. You see, this is what I mean. It's so much effort cleaning things that do not need to be cleaned. Again, if people are coming over, or say you're having a party, or say you're having an inspection, sure, I'll clean it all properly then. I'll get, like, the toothbrush out, and I'll, like, brush in the corner of a windowsill, but unless there's a reason like that, I ain't gonna touch it, you know. Someone is behind me. Oh no, I'm so scared. You know, the thing is, I'm upstairs, and that door to my right is the only way into this bedroom. You know, that's quite important for me, because I am someone that freaks myself out over home invasions for no reason. Like, do you ever get that feeling when you're just like, oh my god, what would happen if someone robbed me right now? I get that feeling, like, all the time. So don't worry, I have pre-planned my escape if someone breaks through the front door, because they literally can't get in unless they come out through that open door that I can see, and I would be able to hear them coming up the stairs. So this room, I am protected. This room is, like, top tier. You think that's the mirror? What, over there? There is a mirror over there. You like my hat? I just always get an urge to wear a hat when I come on stream. You know who Messi is? What, the footballer? There are lots of Messis in the world. You keep a switchblade by your bed. Oh god, I wouldn't trust myself with that. Did I see your Soul Galio? Did you post it last night? I had a very, very quick look through the other creators section, but I didn't really take that long. Like, it was, what, 10 o'clock? You know what happened last night? I was meant to upload a video, but because it was taking so long to process in Sony Vegas, I was waiting. And then there was only 10 minutes left after I'd waited 2.5 hours. And I was like, okay, time to upload this video when it's done processing. Guess what happened? I fell asleep with 10 minutes left. Bloody typical. Have I read the Harry Potter series? I'm gonna be honest with you right now, Kim. 100%, no meme. I have never finished a book in my life. I hate reading so much that I have never, ever in my life finished a novel. You might say, but didn't you have to do that for English at school, quacks? My answer to that would be, I never actually read any of the books that I did in English. Whoopsie. I mean, what? I definitely didn't do that, teachers. What time when you go to sleep? Anywhere between 10 o'clock and 5 AM. Do you know who CR7 is? I actually don't. How did the gaming convention go? You know, it was a gift given to us as like a Christmas present. And you know, it's like, I value the actual trip. And mostly I like doing certain things to know whether I'd ever want to do them again. The problem with the gaming convention, anime and gaming convention, was the fact that it was really bloody cringe. Like, everything that was done. And the production value while we were there was questionable, to say the least. I don't know, it's like, you see those cringe compilation videos from, like, conventions that happen? It was 100,000% exactly what I saw. So, you know, I'm sorry to the people that I may offend that, like, did acts while we were there, but, like, I didn't even want to be in the convention building for very long. So, rather than staying there for the events, we were probably there for, like, a grand total of 6 hours over all the days, and we just went there to buy stuff. Yeah, it was questionable, I would say. Reading sucker ass! Exactly. No, I can do a Cartman. I can't do Cartman. Do you know Nerdy Nummies? I don't think I've ever watched any of their stuff. Do you know the game Brawl Stars? I do know of it, yes. Yes. Who Mbap is, I've heard the name, never really cared enough to delve into it. It's just, like, on day one, they did say that on the Friday, that was supposed to be like a, sort of like a taster day. Like, they only open at midday, and most of the stalls aren't there, and it's most of the, like, getting into the venue sort of acts that go on the Friday, so it's just prep for the weekend. But the microphones that they were using didn't work, so we were sitting like mid-tier in terms of where all the seats were. Literally could not hear what they were saying on stage at all. And then it seemed like one of the plans that they were supposed to have on the timetable didn't work out. So instead of that happening, they just sort of stood there and said really bad dad jokes for like half an hour. And then we just sort of looked at each other and we were like, we need to leave. We need to leave. And then we just left. So, why don't you sell one of your 2 bees and 2 of your fire dragons? When I need to, I will. I will when I need to. Do you hate Fortnite? No, but I don't enjoy games that don't have an MMR system. Sort of like Apex at the moment. I'm waiting for Rent to come out. If it doesn't come out within the next 2 months, I'm probably never going to touch the game again. Do you play soccer? I used to be counted as a pretty decent goalie, but back when I used to play. Thank you for subbing, Chronicle, by the way. We appreciate you being here. But yeah, I used to be a goalie, but I can't anymore. Again, I can't do the strafing anymore, unfortunately. Do I have interest in Marvel films? I have absolutely zero interest in any superhero-related films and novels and comic books. I think it's just too overdone at this point. I just get too bored a lot of the time. Alright, I'm gonna crap post in the global chat again. You want tickets to see Coheed and Cambria? He spat in his hand and threw it at the what? Isn't that like bannable? For like spreading germs or something? There must be some like OH&S thing about that, right? There's no way that that should have happened. That's actually screwed. Ah! The flamingos have fallen. You got the springtime? Oh, that's a good point. We've got a springtime in here as well. Like, look at all these dragons that we have, and I have nowhere to put them. Not that I'd want to anyway, because again, if we save them for nursery events, they're actually pretty good. Do I like editing videos? Sometimes. Sometimes editing software goes a bit funky and doesn't work the way that it should, and things take way too long to process. When that happens, I sort of hate my life very much, because I'll be sitting there and I'll have edited something for like 9 hours, and then it just like crashes, and I'm like, if you hard crash, someone is going to die today. And because it's editing software, it really is not that infrequent that crashing happens. Bloody flamingos, I know, right? Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that concert. That is disgusting. But yeah, I can imagine people complaining about that, like, to management. How many dragons do I have? About 450, I think, if we include my Android account dragons. Are you a girl? No, clearly not. Oh, and acid crowns. Hello. Dragon's Delight, can you explain that event, please? You basically have a slot machine of items. You hope that you get lucky with the slot machine as you give them out. And you have to log in every, like, 2 hours. Again, if you're not sure what the events are like, then just search up Dragon's Delight event walkthrough. I have tons of videos on them already. You can see what they're like. Olive, your videos. Well, Pistachio, your mum. That's about as much sense as that made. Olive, what goes with olives? Well, I don't like olives that much. I don't think I've ever liked an olive that I've eaten. What is my strongest dragon? Andy here. Level 100, level 8 enchantment. He's pretty decent, I would say. Well, I could assume what you meant, but olive. I'll give you olives in a minute. You got 240 pieces for the molten, not bad. Champagne. You know, I don't like alcohol anymore, not after Christmas. I'm not drinking anymore, so that actually makes me feel sick. Olives and champagne. The only thing you don't have is Zeus. That seems to be the general idea. It's like, wow, I have everything out of these chests. Except for Chrono Zeus. I have like 20 pieces of him. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, it's not funny at all, actually. It's just really, really sad how expensive and disgustingly RNG they made him. You need the Devik. What's Devik? What has Devik done? How long have I been playing DML? Over 4 years. I've been playing since January of 2015, so. Should we go and visit someone? How did I get the Aries Dragon? Kitsune and Wind, I believe. I believe that is what I used. Is there even anything else to speed up? No? Devik! Stop it! Oh look! Cyber and Molten. Look at that. Oh, it tells us what levels they are now. I forgot about that update. I actually completely forgot. Most of these dragons seem to be around about level 25 to 30-ish. That's pretty standard. You love DML, you just don't know how to play it. You just log in. Can I play the song for when someone donates? I don't want to get hit by copyright infringement, so unfortunately I cannot do that. Are there any games I recommend? Arisu has been probably technically my favorite game for the last like 5 years. The only problem is I physically am not able to play it for very long. So it's kind of sad. It's actually really sad that I legitimately can't play like my favorite game of all time. Thank you, Visa, for $2 more. Money, money, money! Oh, that is from Killing Floor, isn't it? I think they also said that quote in... Oh god, I can't think of the name of it anymore. There's also that other song that I'm a Cute Pie uses all the time, but thank you for that, Visa. But there you go, you got to hear the song again. Thank you for that. But what do you mean about can I play some battles? Because I've already done like all the battles that I can. What is happening in this global chat? You're not in the same one as me, are you? Everyone's just posting their codes here. You have 415. I have 417 species on this account right now. But again, remember that I do also have my Android account, which I do certain events with as well. So, realistically, I have closer to 450-ish. At one point, I did have a full notepad file, and it had about 25 different, like, other species that I didn't have on PC. So, yeah, I have about 450. How'd you breed the Mercury Dragon? I do have a breeding guide up on the channel for that. But if you ever want to know how to breed a dragon, easy way to check is just go to the wiki. Search up Mercury. Scroll down. Breed any of the following. So you can see this, right? Breed any of the following: heliotrope, Mercury, or a tricolor with a heliotrope, Mercury, or tricolor. Or, if you don't have those, then boiling plus war. Can I show my divine collection? I don't have many divine dragons on this account. I do have a few more on my Android account because at the time I could not log into my PC account to do it. So like I have the Ra, and I have, who's the other one? I thought I had another one on my Android, maybe not. But I do have a couple of other dragons on my Android account. Have I ever bumped into a famous actor in the street? I've bumped into a musician before, and I did meet up with Jack's Films in Sydney. But that wasn't technically on the street. How to breed Dragon Mania Legends. Perfect. I'm sure that will give you the very specific answer that you wanted. What's the easiest way I can get a legendary? Try and breed the Pixie Dragon. Where is she? Pixie Dragon is super easy to breed. She is... Well, her and the Siren Dragon have the highest breeding odds, I believe, out of any legendary dragon. You do need the rares for it, but they're a lot easier to breed than, say, the Crystal Dragon. So, try and get her. But, oh my god, why do these shy guys keep making noise? I'm skipping. Beachy! The collections and stuff for others are so different than the people with the special collection. Yeah, they are. They're very different. What's my battle team? These three. Andy, Joko, and Saini. There is nothing behind me, Myroon. And I'm 20, Vash. Why did I stop leveling up my Comet Dragon? Well, he's a baby now, but he's just not very good. Comparatively to, say, a Loki. He's like, what would you rather have? A Comet Dragon or a Loki Dragon? I would rather have a Loki in, like, every scenario. How do you level up your VIP? Gems. Like it even tells you, purchasing gem packs raises your VIP level. You can also purchase the clan and it does go towards it. I'm not searching for clans again. I explained this earlier today why I do not do that. Like things that are in my game, like people on my friends list that I can see, I know that I'm going to be able to do that. I am not wasting half an hour searching for clans that don't exist or are on a different platform so I can't see them. Is Aphrodite the new best dragon? Well, you're talking about this one. This Aphrodite. I don't think she's as good as Freya. Is she? I think Freya's still better, technically speaking. But, you know, all of these crazy ass exception divines. All of them are really good. Like, all of them. You'd want to replace any dragon on your team for any of them. Half off 3,800 gems gives you VIP level 10. It does give you a lot of VIP quite easily. Well, we can compare it right now, can't we? Let's have a look. Freya, for example, she has 288 health and 89 attack. But, you know, damage numbers aren't the only thing that matters, but if you want to take the attack into account, so Freya has 288 health, 89 attack. Chrono Aphrodite has 289 health, 88 attack. So, attack-wise, Freya is better, Chrono Aphrodite is slightly better than her. But the thing is, Freya has Plant and Wind, and I would say Plant and Wind is a better elemental composition than Plant and Light on average, because I don't like Light very much. It is very good if you've got really, really high damage comps with AoE damage, but I still think that Freya is better than Chrono Aphrodite on average. Can you open any divine chest? If I had some, I would. Look, I don't have a single divine ticket. Did you use a cheat or have you been playing DML for a long time? I've been playing DML for 4 years. I have never cheated in this game. The only game I have ever hacked in was Clicker Heroes on Steam. And that was it. That was it. Apart from that, I have never done it in any other video game in my life. And the only reason I did that is because I wanted to see, you know, some of the major level upgrades. I didn't actually get anything for it. I do not ever condone it. The reason it's counted as a hack is because it's a mouse clicker that you download and it just clicks a lot for you. So it's not like I hacked into the game's coding and changed things. Clicker Heroes, it's a game... Have you ever heard of the AFK clicking games where if you just click on the screen a lot, you upgrade your character or whatever it is, and eventually you unlock new things based off of how many click points you get? It's a really weird kind of game genre, but they're very addictive. Yeah, playing fair is more fun, and you don't have to sell your soul to Satan to do so. And then you don't ruin the games for other people. Is DML hackable? Yes. I mean, no, not at all. It's never been hackable. Don't try it. It is, but I'm obviously not going to tell you how. You have VIP level 3 and you've never spent $1. Oh my good lord, can I get a dragon that isn't a level 100 here, please? Game's really gonna cuck me like this. Look at how much gold I've spent already. Can I help you get the doth? That sounds like a drug. What are you asking, Vash? My favorite dragons! I've already explained this. Can we do this? No, we can't do that one. God damn it, I need like a level 90. But Caterpillar, Imperial, and Dark Ice. Dothraki. You bumped into Eddie Redmayne. I'm really awful with names, to be honest with you. Like, I'm awful. Even for shows and stuff that I like, I don't remember the character names or anything, so genuinely I don't know who that is. Say my name, Seongan. He seek the doth, I also seek the doth. Oh, DOTM. Wait, so what did you ask again? Can you help me get the dragon of the month is what you meant. Okay, there is a breeding guide. I did upload a breeding guide. You can also check the DML wiki. You can also check the DML forums. They all have the best breeding combos there. Like, if you're using the best breeding combos, the only other advice is level up your dragons to about level 15 minimum. Level 20 is recommended on average. And rebreed as frequently as you possibly can. Do you like the Hypnos? Not really. He's alright. He's cute because he falls asleep, but apart from that, he's kind of eh. You just want to know what the prize is? Too bad. So sad. You never got a Dragon of the Month? You're probably not breeding frequently enough if that's the case. Like, when I first started playing the game, I used to only try to breed the legendaries very infrequently because I was like, oh, they're too hard to breed. I'm never going to get one. I'm just going to breed all the epics first. But then when I actually even slightly tried to get them, they were actually super easy to breed comparatively to what I thought. So the idea is to log in as often as you can and just try and breed it. Newt scammer. Who's a scammer? Do you know the game Horse is more pay to win than DML? I actually don't, but if it's a mobile game, I can believe that. Even though I may not agree with Gameloft's business model, there are some companies that are even worse. Like, don't get me wrong. When I call out DML for doing something bad, I'm not saying that they're the worst in the world for doing it. I'm just saying that the practice shouldn't exist to begin with. Have I ever spent money on DML? Yes. Considering I make money off of playing DML, it's like what I used to say. If there's a way for me to improve the content that I make or give more content by spending money while still being true to the audience, then I do not mind putting it back into the game. The problem with these sorts of events, however, is the fact that, like, the divine chests, for example, are just so disgustingly bad. Like, average number of rewards per 100 divine chests opened, 22 divine dragon pieces. But there are 2 divine dragons, one of which is more likely to be open than the other. So your chances of getting Chrono Zeus are 0.002%. So, investing money into these divine chests, 1, doesn't help anyone, and 2, I refuse to give into gambling addiction like this. Is it hard for a free-to-play player to play DML? Not at all. It is more difficult because, you know, VIP gives so many incredible benefits, like maximum portal energy going up, maximum arena energy, battle rewards, gold capacity events, gold vault, oh, breeding time reduction. They're so disgustingly good. But no, there are plenty of free-to-play players that have max level dragons. They just have to invest a lot of time and have been playing the game for a long time. You have exams now? Well, I hope you do well on them so that you can, you know, chill out for a bit. Best way to get divine from the castle events. Honestly, they're the easiest way. Do I like horror games? Nah, most horror stuff just bores me because what happens is instead of them just building up a good story, it's just all sort of looked past for the sake of someone dying because it's gory. It just gets boring. So I'm sorry if you like horror movies. That's my honest answer. Have I ever played Roblox? No, but I've seen plenty of people play it, and I would never ever want to play it in my life. You're on level 25, what to do? Do all of your blue map fights every day. Put in as much food as you can all the time. Just keep your resources of gold high so that you can keep putting in more food to level up your dragons. When is the Heaven and Hades event coming out? It tells you on the in-game news feed. You donut? Oh wait, that's the wrong one. This one. Heaven and Hades is coming out March 22nd until April the 1st. You can read about it right there. So just read everything about that. Have I ever played Dead Space? I did buy it like 4 years after release, one of the games. But I never really played much of it because you know, there's so many different games and so much random crap to do that I just never got around to it. It's like Animal Crossing. I've always wanted to play it, I just never got around to it. You're on DML about 10 hours a day. I would never play it that long. What's the dragon you really want to get? Apollo. Elderberries. Elderberries. Gives me memories. Maple Race. Oh yeah, that is this track, isn't it? And still never had a DML? You never had a legend, is that what you're saying? I don't know, but you know, I was considering whether I wanted to play other games or not today, but I don't think the internet is going to hold up too well. Because normally, when I say it's gonna let's play other games, the internet just explodes, and plus at the same time, I think about playing other games, I'm like, I really don't want this VOD to get muted if I play a different video game. It's so annoying with YouTube, because you can want to play something, but if it has any soundtrack, like copyrighted soundtracks or anything in it, it will just mute the whole VOD. And it's like, oh, well, my VOD's gone. Which is why I end up just, you know, doing straight DML and then just cutting the live streams off sometimes. I need to figure out what is wrong with my PC so that I can stream stuff like Apex, I think. Hades Dragon Face must be fire. What? You tried 20 out of 28 days to get last month, but that's not it. What, you got no luck? You gotta be trying more frequently than that. 4 times a day. How do you sign up at Twitch? It doesn't let me. You just go to the site and it says sign up. You put your email in and then it should work. You heard Grand Theft Auto San Andreas gets copyright muted? Like everything does, pretty much. All the Nintendo games still do, even though Nintendo tried to sort that out. Nintendo music for certain games does not, but their cutscenes do. It's really annoying. Like, that's what Twitch is good for, because if something gets muted, it only, like, mutes specific parts of a VOD. But if it gets muted on YouTube, an entire VOD is gone. Like, you can edit it out, but then you have to make it a separate video, and sometimes they don't even give you access to the VOD, because YouTube is terrific and definitely not buggy all the time. Gives me many sad days. How do you sign up to use money on the game? You need PayPal or a credit card. Some countries you can't, because of their laws. Oh yeah, a 15-year boy can have emails. Are you living under a rock? Have your parents literally coddled you that much? I had an email when I was 7. What are you talking about? Can we make money by playing DML? Not in-game. If you upload videos, then technically you can, yes. But again, that's not an in-game thing. What's the best way to get gems without spending money? I made a full video on random tips to get gems every day. Like, every single method that you can use to get gems every single day. So the ruins are good, the dungeon is good, Otto's Lotto sometimes works out well for that, petting your dragons. There are tons of methods. Yeah, you should definitely already have emails by the time you're 15. A lot of people start working when they're 16, and you must have a credit card to start work in a lot of countries, so I think you've been coddled a little bit too much, to be honest with you. I asked them, but they say it's, yep, overprotective parents. Sorry, but that's gonna hold you back. That's their fault. You use your mom's credit card for eBay, PayPal when I was a freshman in high school. Ooh, that's harsh. I don't think I ever stole my parents' credit cards, apart from the fact that, you know, at the moment, Amazon Prime just randomly keeps resetting, even though I keep trying to disable it. So, does that count as me stealing money, even though I literally didn't even want Amazon Prime? Can we get a dragon 100% by auto spins? Not anymore. What habitat are these two in? Time habitat. You can see the name. But yeah, when I was 16, I didn't have a credit card, and then boy oh boy did that screw me over, and I needed to get one within like a week. Luckily, we can do that in this country. And by credit card, I mean debit card, not actually a credit card. I don't have a credit card. Plus, a lot of people when they're young getting a credit card, they just end up like spending 2,000 quid and then get into debt, so I don't even think that's such a bad thing. At least you have your own PC and your dad allows me to use his email. Don't tell me that! Email account sharing is bannable. You're not allowed to do that. Don't tell me that you're breaking the Gmail terms of service right there. Calm down. Again, you're supposed to have your own email, especially at your age. Like, just think, kids at school have their own email. Why can't you have your own for personal use? Do they not trust you that much? Honestly, I would say they probably have their own problems to sort out. Eventually, they have to let you live your own life. Stealing cards, parents, was very funny. I died laughing, XDDDDD. Okay. Are cheats available for DML? No! Kappa. Why was the smoke dragon attracted to the fire dragon? Why? What's the worst dragon in DML? Droid. Hathor and Freya. Because it was hot. Ha ha ha! Your parents had it coming? Oh, are they not very protective of their stuff? If that's the case, I don't even blame you. I still do. But not as much as I probably should. What do you do when you breed a duplicate Aries dragon? You know what you do? You go and ascend it. Let's go and ascend this bad boy, by the way. Bye-bye! Bye-bye, little aquatic. Love you too, Texan. Will it take as long as you did for me to be as good as you? Not if you log in more frequently than me. If you mean good as in lots of habitats. But you know, I think that's gonna be all the DML stuff that I had planned for today. And like I said, I was considering playing other games to continue the live stream, but I need to get that other video uploaded that I didn't get up last night. I need to get this VOD sorted out. I do also have other plans for other content, and plus I need to eat. So, I think it's gonna start being towards the end of the stream, my boys. How frequently do I play? When there's an event on, as frequently as I need to be logging in for the event. If there's no event, I sometimes don't log in a full day. Are you able to get legendary materials by ascending legendaries? Yes. Finishing the Timeless Beauty event is impossible? Close to, Texan. You are correct. It is very close to impossible. Chrono Hades looks like a hunk? Excuse me? That's a weird way of phrasing that. Have I played Undertale? I never played it, but I did watch the full game when it came out, like all the endings and that. What's my name? Emily. It's alright. I finally streamed after a while. You know, I do try and stream more frequently, but I've had so much stuff to do with taxes and other random crap always cropping up, so I haven't really had the chance. And plus, my power keeps going out. So that's kind of, you know, destroyed my plans for some days. You live in Hong Kong and the Divine event came out at 8 for me? Feels bad, you know. It's what happens with all these different time zones. But yeah, enjoy yourselves, guys. I hope to see most of you soon. Can I stream tomorrow? I am unsure as of yet. It depends on when I get an email through. The moment I get a certain email through, I am going to be busy as hell for like a solid 2 days straight. So I am like on the edge of my seat waiting for that email to come through. But why couldn't the Comet Dragon play video games? Because it had no hands! Ha! Get ear raped. But yeah, anyway guys, like I said, I always take way too long in trying to end the stream. But thank you for being here. I do hope to see you all again. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to Visa for all the beautiful donations. And I will hopefully see you again soon.